Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. We're posting a new video every Saturday all summer long. So if you like what you see, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.
Okay, wait, let me say that again. So, you may not believe it, but it's my 52nd birthday. And the girl's gonna make me a fabulous enchilada dinner, so stick around because it's coming up.
What about the smooth pointing of the finger? There you go. It is Matt's 52nd birthday, so we are making him a birthday dinner, cheese and beef enchiladas, and Pearl is going out into our yard to cut some beautiful hydrangea to put on the table for his birthday dinner. We also have some news about a new adventure that we're going to be starting soon. We're going to tell you all about that in this video and much more. There has been a heat wave here in Michigan, and the worst of worst things happened. Our air conditioner stopped working. It's over 20 years old, so it was bound to happen. And of course, it happened during a heat wave, a historic heat wave, that is. So we are needing a new air conditioner, and we're trying to keep cool. And the last thing we wanted to do was cook in our kitchen during this heat wave, but we definitely had to do it because you only turn 52 once. So Pearl and I did the best we could, and I think we did a good job. We've ended up with a beautiful table and a beautiful meal, and we'll get to that later in the video. But first, let's go with Matt on his birthday morning to let the ducks and chickens out.
52 years old today, and I'm getting things started right by letting the ducks and the chickens out. Where we going first? Hello, ducks. Hey, Jake, Ben, let's go, guys. Bring them out. Let's go.
This is the morning routine with our animals, and we all take turns doing it. The chickens get some scratch every morning sprinkled on the ground, and they love that. About once a week, we bring out watermelon for them, and that's their favorite fruit in the summer. We have two roosters right now. The older rooster, his name is Sly. He's older and he's bigger. Our neighbor gave Sly to us because they had too many roosters. And our other rooster's name is Al Pacino, and he's kind of still a baby. He's an adolescent, I guess. He's not fully grown. But our roosters take really good care of our girls here.
All right, I'm going to check for eggs now. One egg this morning. The girls normally lay later in the day.
It's just a typical summer morning in Michigan, but just a little warmer than usual. So we are making sure we keep all the animals watered all day long. And now I'm going to show you how I made Matt's birthday dinner. I'm making a real simple meal. It's just beef, bean, and cheese enchiladas, and I've been making it for years. I start by browning up some beef, just like you would if you were making tacos. And I actually use a taco seasoning packet, and I pour it in with the beef once it's partially cooked and browned. And I let it simmer until the beef is fully cooked. But I put enough water in with that taco seasoning packet so that all that water and seasoning will not evaporate, because I'm going to use that water in the enchiladas later. While the beef is simmering, I get the rest of my supplies out that I'm going to use to put in the enchiladas, the beans, and I also use a mild red enchilada sauce. As you can see here, I use Old El Paso. I also use a can of vegetarian refried beans because I'm going to put some of the beans into the enchilada with the beef and the cheese. I just use soft tortillas and I get different brands all the time. It just depends what is in stock at the grocery store. This meal is not the healthiest meal, as you can see. That's why we only have it on special occasions. We don't have this every week. It's usually like for a birthday or a holiday. It's something that somebody requests, and it is just so delicious, like so many things that aren't that great for you. So I put some of the refried beans on the tortilla first, and then I take some of the beef and put that in. But what I also do is I take some of that seasoned water that the beef was cooked in, and I put that on top of the beans and the beef so that there's just a little extra flavor in there. I also make these without beef because I'm a vegetarian. So when I make them for myself, I just do beans, cheese, and I also will slice up some bell peppers and put some bell peppers in with it. And it is just as good as without the meat because Matt and Pearl eat the vegetarian ones just as much as they eat the beef ones. I also add a generous amount of the enchilada sauce in each enchilada, and that's just another layer of flavor. And once this cooks together, it's just like heaven in your mouth with all of those layers of flavor. The last thing that you put in the enchiladas is some shredded cheese. I just get the Mexican shredded cheese at the grocery store. That's easiest, and you can put as much or as little as you want. I hope you're not judging me by how much cheese I just put in my enchilada. After that, I roll up my enchiladas and I put them in a glass baking dish, and I'll usually spray it with olive oil before I put them in just so they do not stick to the bottom. Once I have all the enchiladas in the dish, I will take some more of that water, seasoned water that I cooked the beef in, and I will pour some of that over top. I also try to make sure that each one is spaced evenly so that there's a little room on each side of each one so that all of the ingredients that I put on top before I cook can get into the spaces in between each one. And I feel like that makes the dish taste better. It gets a little like crusty on each side, and it just makes it so delicious. As you're watching me put this cheese on top of these enchiladas, may I remind you that I told you all near the beginning of this that this was not a healthy dish, and this is not something that we eat all the time. So please stop judging, everyone. I cook this at 375 for 20 to 30 minutes. It's kind of up to you how long you want to cook it, if you want it crispy or not. While I was cooking, all of a sudden it got kind of dark outside and really windy, and a big thunderstorm rolled in, and I want to show you guys how beautiful it is and also what the ducks do during thunderstorms. It is just so beautiful. We love it when it rains in the summer here. Okay, so now I want to tell you this story about the ducks and the rain and what they do. Do you see them? Okay, they love to stand in the rain. All day, they were laying in the wooded area behind our house, probably because it's so hot. And as soon as it started getting dark and windy, they knew the rain was coming. They could probably smell it. They all got up and they ran. I should say they waddled. They waddled out into the grass, like where there was no tree coverage, and they waited for the rain. And now here they are enjoying it. I just think that's the most adorable thing that they do this. While it was raining, Pearl and I got the table ready for dinner. I love setting a pretty table, especially with fresh flowers on the table. I got some pretty fabric washable napkins from Amazon, and I put those out for the first time today, and I love them. It's just a little pattern and color, and they will be in my Amazon shop if you like them too, so you can check those out. Now I'm going to let Matt tell you the big news that we have, the news about our newest adventure.
So I'm turning 52, and what do 52-year-olds do? They go buy an RV. So we're looking at RVs right now so that we can hit the road, spend a week or two at a time on the road with Pearl and showing her the country and spending time together as a family. The thought process for getting an RV was that Pearl's at the right age where she'll appreciate the things that we go and see. She's also not getting too old where she doesn't want to spend any time with Beth and I, and has other interests. And then also Grandma's getting older and won't be able to be on the road as well or as easily as she continues to age. So we thought we better do it now, or we're going to run out of time. Grandma's going to get too old. Pearl's going to lose interest. So we didn't want to have any regret later that we hadn't just taken the plunge and done it. We're thinking with the RV, there's lots of local Michigan destinations that we would certainly want to target, but then also just cross country, Grand Canyon and the national parks, Yosemite and Yellowstone and out west, and then also the Northeast and Maine. And we even have at least on my list, Nova Scotia and Oak Island. And for those of you who don't know, there's a television program about Oak Island, and these two guys and they happen to be from Michigan, from Traverse City, Michigan, who own the island, who are on this treasure hunt, and we're going to go see Oak Island and try to visit with the team on Oak Island. If we have any other Oak Island fans on the channel or watching, please comment so we can share Oak Island stories and talk about episodes as they happen, and as the Marty and the Laginas go after their Oak Island treasure. Marty and Rick Lagina.
We are looking at used RVs, and this is one that we went to look at in person, and it was so beautiful, and it had everything that we think we need. And one of the biggest concerns I have is we really want to take Grandma on as many trips as we can. And I notice in a lot of these RVs, the beds are really high because they put storage under the beds. So that may be something that we need to modify so that Grandma can get up in the bed and be cozy and comfortable. We will keep you all updated on the search for our perfect RV. Now it is time for the birthday dinner, and these enchiladas look delicious. Let's see what Matt thinks of them.
These enchiladas are fantastic.
Are they really? Do you like them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think these might be some good ones.
Yeah. This is right up there, right near the top of the list.
Lots of little special touches.
You know what I like best about them?
What?
There's no onions in them.
Yeah. Okay, Matt, let everybody in on the joke about the onions.
Oh, it's no joke. I do not like onions. No onions. No onions on my food. And it just seems like I'll order something without onions, and somehow onions end up in the dish.
Yes, every time. Even when I go, yeah, and I'll be out and I'll try to get him something to go to bring home. And yeah.
No onions. No
I don't know why.
Onions. No onions.
I don't know why. They like putting onions in food at restaurants.
The joke, well, also, so when I was younger, my mother, Mare, liked onions and put onions in food. And she'd say, well, you can't even tell they're in there. You can't even tell the onions are in there. And I'd say, well, then don't put them in.
Did she say, well, you kind of have a point there?
No, that was kind of the discussion kind of just drifted away at that point.
Is that funny, Pearl? Yeah, I think that's funny too. Matt's birthday dinner was a success, and the only negative part of it was that Grandma couldn't be here with us. Since our air conditioning broke and it's in the 90s, we thought Grandma would be more comfortable at her friend's house, having fun with her buddy Bonnie. I hope you all enjoyed this video. We have so much fun making these videos, and we absolutely love reading the comments when you guys leave us comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you with a new video next Saturday.